It's Sunday again, and on reflection of your past week, how do you think it went for you? Did you do all that you could do to accomplish your goals this week? Or did you just laze along doing as you can and approaching each day as they came, as you can, and doing as you can? This is not a good way to approach your life. You have to look to be persistent at your goals. You have to look to keep momentum. And there's one thing that you can also do to get in that zone, to find that place where you always are becoming effective and productive at what you're doing. Let me tell you about three persons from the Bible. One, Noah. When he got the word from God that there would be rain on the earth and that a flood would wash away the entire civilization at that point, he was 500 years old. And when the waters eventually came, he was 600 years old. So that means it took him 100 years of building that ark and waiting on God to eventually come to the conclusion that the rains would eventually fall. Think about it. Would you have been able to stay 100 years working on an ark or thinking about the rains that would come, which have never been on the earth before? And maybe even at that time, persons were watching him or heard what he was up to and may have ridiculed him or criticized him or said all manner of evil and wondered, is Noah losing his mind? Think about another person, the Apostle Paul. After he passionately went after building churches and building disciples and following God with his whole heart, after God hit him off his high horse, so to speak, in Damascus, there's a story which is recorded in Acts chapter 20, around verse 7 to 12. And it talks about him being in Troas. And as the disciples would do every Sunday, he would meet and they would meet and gather and talk about various things related to God and the law. And Paul was there preaching all the way until midnight. So much so that a young man named Eutychus fell out the window because he fell asleep after our time. And Paul, still in the zone, went downstairs, hugged him and revived him and got him back to life. Number 3, think about Jesus Christ. Recorded in Matthew chapter 5 to about Matthew chapter 7, or the end of Matthew chapter 7, is the Sermon on the Mount. 3 chapters, and this is what they could record. We don't know what else Jesus Christ had said. 3 chapters expounding on the law and how to live a righteous life. Things in there which people use so much for their lives right now so that they can become a better person. Like the Beatitudes, sayings like, be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. And at the end of that sermon, persons were so astonished at his doctrine because he was speaking with authority and not as the scribes were speaking. These persons, Noah, the Apostle Paul, Jesus Christ himself, got themselves so much in tune with what they were doing. They understood their mission so much that they were always in the zone. They were always looking to accomplish the best thing that they can based off their time and the resources that they had. You have to get in the zone. This is where your momentum builds. This is where you begin to accomplish some of the things which you think you cannot accomplish. Get in the zone. As the week progresses, think about what you want out of life. Plan your goals and look at what you can accomplish for the dreams that you have for your life. Get in the zone. You can do it. Keep going, keep moving forward, and get in the zone.